Thank you for joining me. Now, quickly, in our previous video, we talked about calculating all the subatomic particle dealing with an ion. Now we want to deal with another type of ion, and I'm going to clean all this now. In this case, we're going to be dealing with oxygen. Oxygen, for example. So I'll just clean all this and leave the same templates, the same question, so that you can have a balance. Okay? You can understand. Let's deal with oxygen now. So let's say we're given O17, 8, and here is 2 minus. Let's say we're giving this now, 17, 8, and 2 minus. The other one was 2 plus, and this is oxygen. Now, in this case, let's look at, they are asking us, what is the mass number? Now, what would the mass number be? Just like this atomic model structure I gave you here, you have this as minus, okay? So, this is an ion. Do you understand what I'm saying now? It's an ion because it's an atom with electrical charge, okay? And this particular ion that is negatively charged is called anion, while the ones that are positively charged are called cation. The previous one we did is an example of a what? A cation. While this one now we're dealing with is called anion. Now, let's go. What will be the mass number of this? Using the atomic structure, A will be equals to what? A will be equals to what? 17. Therefore, this is 17. Are you with me now? So you can see that the mass number A will be 17 from this atomic structure model I gave to you. If you want to solve this, just follow this pattern. Very easy. Put your mass number here, atomic number, okay? And then you start doing your calculation. Let's look at what's the atomic number now. The atomic number will be this number at the what? Base. This is superscript, subscript. Z equals to 8. Therefore, your atomic number will be what? 8. Are you with me now? What's your proton number? I told you your proton number is the total number of proton in the nucleus of an atom that forms the atomic number. Don't forget, H.G. Moseley was the one that defined the atomic number for us. So we have proton, P, will be what? Will be 8, because it is the number that makes up the atomic number. Now, the electron number, don't forget what I told you, that according to this formula, proton is equals to electron when the atom is electrically neutral. Do you understand what I'm saying now? But in this case, if you look at it now, this is an ion, and there is something you need to understand. This atom is an anion. This ion is an anion, and it cannot be what? Equal. So you have P not equal to electron because it already carries a what? A charge, a negative charge, which makes it an anion. Now, if proton is what? Proton, what did you get as a proton number? Proton is 8. The electron can no longer be 8, because in this place, for it to be electrically neutral, proton will be what? Proton will now be 8 is equals to 8. So therefore, electron will have been 8 if this was not here. Now, but you see this 2 minus, let me tell you what it means. This 2 minus actually means that this oxygen is gaining an electron. How many electrons is it gaining? 2. That is the meaning. It's gaining an electron. That's the meaning of that 2 minus. But the 2 plus means it's losing an electron. And how many? 2 plus. That's 2. But when you see 2 minus, or when you see minus, minus in this context means it's gaining. Plus in the context of the cation means it's losing. So in this case, this guy is what? Gaining an electron. And if it's gaining an electron, what it then means is that you can no longer say a proton is 8, electron will be 8. You will now add the proton. It will now be proton plus the electron it gains, which makes it what the anion it become. Because it is now what? It is now a negatively charged ion. So it will now be proton plus which will be electron. What was the proton? 8. So it will now be proton plus the electron. Because this electron actually means it's gaining. That's the meaning of this 2 minus. Okay? And then electron. It will now be 8 plus 2, which will be electron. So 10 equals to this. Therefore, in this case, that if it is proton equals to electron, it will be 8, 8. Here is no longer that. So here will now be what? Here will now be proton. 8 is not equal to 10. Can you see it now? So it makes this ion to be what? A negatively charged ion, which that's why we call it an anion. So with that, we've gotten the what? The electron. So what's the electron? The electron is 10. Okay, electron is what? 10. Now, the neutron number from the formula we gave, what's the formula? We said mass number will be equals to proton plus neutron. What's the mass number? 17. You write 17 equals what's proton? 8 plus neutron. Collect the like term. Neutron will be equal to 17 minus 8. What would that be? 17 minus 8 will be what? 9. Therefore, the neutron is 9. The nucleon number, just like I explained to you as the mass number, the total number of proton and neutron in the nucleus of an atom, which formulates to give you the mass number, will be equal to 17. Thank you for watching. I'd like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me at Adobe Fikemba on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you. See you in the next video.